Reading principle. It was tired.
It was tiring, right? It was tiring.
Yeah, it was tiring.
And why did you have to transfer your school to, or transfer your children to another school?
Because I was migrant in another country, and my older daughters live with my parents. And now I want to take him with me. I think the family must be together.
I see. So you're parted with your, your family was away, and now you reunited, right?
Yeah.
I see. Okay, that's a good story, I would say. Yeah, that's a good story. A good story of uniting, right? That's great.
Yes.
Okay, then congratulations. Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Okay, so anybody else? We're done. Mr. Enol, how are you?
Thank you. I'm good, thank you.
So, how was your day, Nurjan?
My day was so productive. Yeah, all day I was in the library, and yeah, I did a lot of my work.
So you are productive today. Okay, that's a good start. And how did you manage to accomplish your plans? Accomplish. How did you manage to finish your job and to do what you planned? How did you manage to do that?
I make plan for months. This month I every day like this. This month every day I watch this lesson. Every day I do this, and like I don't make plan for hours. I make for a day.
I see. I see. Got it. Okay, so it was a productive day, and that's why it was good, right?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. So, who's next? Farizat. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
Thank you. I'm great.
So, how was your day, Farizat?
Awesome.
Tell us.
Today I went to school and print my plan for my job.
You printed your plan for your job, okay?
Yeah, I printed. Then I was at home, take care of my child, my baby, cooked. Now I'm cooking dinner.
I see. Now you're cooking it. What exactly you're cooking? So what are you cooking? Noodles. Okay, good. Noodles are good. I like noodles. Okay, great. Good. Thank you then. So who's going to be next?
Thank you.
Willie, how are you?
Hello. Thank you. I am good. Thank you.
So how was your day, Guli?
I have now holiday. I am doing reconstruction my room. So I bought a lot of rams for picture, some small things for living room, and I am enjoying my holiday.
Okay, so you're having a holiday and you decided to spend it on reconstruction, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, got it. I mean, that's work, but it's a pleasant work, right? it's not something bad. You actually enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I mean, the same goes for me. For example, some work, even though it's hard or even though it might be, I don't know, unpleasant, sometimes it gets pleasant if you do it in, I don't know, in right conditions, right? Okay.
Yeah, it is for family, and I waited for this reconstruction 1 year, and it's hard to do, but I am enjoying it. Everything okay. Yeah, I am happy with my job.
I see. So you started it all prepared, right? You got some preparation.
1 year. Yeah.
I see. Okay, that's a whole other story. That's really cool. Okay, good. Thank you. So, Selim, Esengul, how are you? Can you hear me? Okay, I guess they can't speak. Okay, that's fine then. So, let's go with my presentation then. We're going to be talking about in just a second. I'm going to rearrange my stuff. I'm going to present my screen. You can see it, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we're going to be talking about literature. So we have talked about literature before, but I have found some new questions and kind of a different view to this topic. So let's go with the first question. So we all love books, right? We read them. Somebody reads more often than other people. So, but generally speaking, we all read books, right? So, and sometimes we find some books that we love more than others. So the question is like this: do you sometimes reread your favorite books? Reread деген бұл қайрадан оқу, бир эле окубастан кайрадан экинчи жолу же болбосо үчүнчү жолу кайрадан окуу. Мындай бул нерсе болобу сизде менен?
No, I never read it.
Never.
I have never reread it.
Reread. Yeah, I have never reread. I see. Бул жерден бир нерсени түшүндүрүп кетейин, Бул жерде read деген сөз бар. Мисалы үчүн окуу, read. Бул деген окуу. Мунун өткөн чагы ушундай эле read болуп жазылат, бирок болгону айтылышы өзгөрөт. Жазылганы таптак эле ошондой эле, бирок айтылышы өзгөрөт. Мисалы үчүн учур жакта read болсо, өткөн жакта read болот. Read. Бул жерде деле ошондой. Reread, анын өткөн чагы reread болот. Ушундай. Жазылышы бирдей эле кала берет, окулушу гана өзгөрөт. Демек, do you sometimes reread your favorite books? So, the answer was no. What about others?
I'm also never reread my favorite book, but I reread when I didn't understand the grammar rules. Then I read rules, but not favorite books.
I see. So it's not about favorite ones, it's about the ones you're interested in, right? For example, when you need something, when you need to understand something, and if you read the first time and you didn't get it, you didn't understand some parts, you sometimes reread to better understand the part, right?
Yeah.
Read to better understand. So what book was it? Was it related to your job, or what was it?
Grammar, English grammar, of course.
English grammar. Yeah. I got it. Okay, that's clear. I mean, I do that too. But for example, if I didn't get something, I try to find another source. So for me, it goes like this. Okay, good, thank you. So what about others?
May I?
Sure.
What about me? I do it several times. If I like one book, I reread it twice also.
Twice. Okay.
Because if book is interesting, I like reread.
You like rereading it, right?
Yeah.
I see. And can you give us an example, some examples of that kind of books you reread?
For example, I reread Jane, Emma, and The Little Prince.
I see. Okay. Okay. So imagine that you have read a book once. So for the second time, are you expecting to feel the same feelings, or what are you looking for when you're reading the second time?
Why I read these books, because I read this original in English. That's why I read it twice.
I see. Okay, got it. To actually complete all the text, right?
Yeah, complete. Yeah. And I want to compare my level. First time how I understand, and second time how much I can understand these words.
I see. To actually test if you have improved your language, right?
Yeah.
I got it.
Because this literature is very interesting. That's why it's not boring me.
I see. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. So, what about others? Is there anybody? Sure, of course.
I'm also no. Actually, nowadays I didn't reread. No, I'm not reading books because no time. I don't know. I don't have time to read books. But before, when I was in school, I reread books. Like Aitmatov's books. Yeah, his works. I like his works. Чыгарма works.
Тура ошондой айтсаңыз болот, ооба, чыгарманы work деп айтсаңыз болот. Okay, you like to know that Aitmatov's works. And which one is your favorite?
My favorite is I don't know how to say in English. May I say in Kyrgyz?
Of course, sure.
Кылым карытар бир күн.
Кылым карытар бир күн. So this one is your favorite.
Yeah, this is about mother and son.
I see. I see. So, have you read that book in English?
No, not in English, but in school I was read in Kyrgyz language.
It's interesting sometimes to read a book that you have already read in another language, right? Especially the language you are studying, for example, English. Okay.
Yeah, but in English, when I start to learn, I am reading in English books, but I not remember which one it was favorite.
I see. I see. I got it. I got it. So what's the main idea of that book, in your opinion? What's the most, valuable thought you can get from that?
Which that I was read in school?
No, I'm talking about the Кылым карытар бир күн. So which idea is the main one from that book, in your opinion?
Idea is son, mother should be teach to son good person, not to not to like, but teach to how to be person.
I see. I see. Not just to love the child, but also to, I mean, to tell him how to live properly, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you. So, what about others? Thank you. Yes. Is there anybody else?
Hello. Good evenings.
Good evening. Good evening, Selim. We can hear you.
Fine. Thanks. And you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Actually, I'm doing great. It's actually nice to hear your voice. Yes. I'm glad to hear your voice.
This is my second attendance. At first conversation, I was on bus, so I couldn't talk.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about that. It's okay.
Firstly, let me introduce myself.
Sure.
My name is Selim. I know Kyrgyz language, but I am not Kyrgyz. I am Turkish, from Turkey. I know Kyrgyz language, but not well. I want to improve my English, not also my English, also my Kyrgyz language. Because of it, therefore, I attended this talking club.
That's great. That's great. I'm very happy to see you here. So, merhaba Selim, hoş geldin. Hoş geldin.
Merhabalar. Siz de Türkçe biliyorsunuz.
Biliyorum, azıcık Türkçe biliyorum. O çok değil.
Memnun oldum.
Ben de memnun oldum. Ama
Кубаныштамын.
Жақсы. Эми англисче сүйлөгөнгө аракеттен эле. Мен мисал үчүн бир нерсени түшүнбөй жатсаңыз, менден түркчө деле сурай берсеңиз болот, Макулбу?
Макул. Чоң рахмат.
Жақсы Селим. Эми бул суроого жооп бериңиз, Селим. Do you sometimes reread your favorite books?
Yes, sometimes I do. Generally, literal books. When I feel that I forgot one book. I like it. I like book. I like. I can reread it.
For example, if you like a book and you feel like you're starting to forget
Yes.
the content, you can actually reread the book, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what is that kind of book for you? What book is that?
I can read. I read academic books about history and literal books. Novel, like novel, generally in Turkish.
I see. Okay. You read in Turkish and mostly it's academic books. I mean, the historical ones, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a whole another story, I would say. It's not because reading an academic book, especially about the history, is nothing like reading a novel, right? It's nothing like reading a literary work because it's a whole different story, right? Okay.
Yes.
And I guess it's easier to read academic books for the second time because it's the pure information, right? It's the,
yes,
information that you actually use. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you. That's a good answer. Thank you very much. Okay, then. So, anybody else? Is getting me next. Juan, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, I guess that's it. So let's move to the second slide. Here we go. Yeah, and here's the question. How do you decide what to read? I mean, what criteria do you have to actually start liking a book? Criteria. Бұл сөзді чатқа жазып қойдым. Демек, сұрау мындай. Сіз эмнени окуйм же эмнени окубайм деп кантип чечесиз? Кантип ойлоносуз? Мисалы үчүн китепти тандап атканда, оюңузга, башыңызга кандай ойлор келет? Кантип тандайсыз?
Me?
Sure, of course.
I actually choose the romantic books because they have a happy end. I like happy end, and I don't like when I read shooting, fighting, violence. And this criteria or plot, this affects my mood.
I see. So generally you choose, drama, right?
Drama.
Not the action. Okay. Let's talk about that. For example, you know that book is a romantic book, but we have thousands, if not millions, of romantic books, right? We have many books about drama. Among drama books, how do you choose one?
Tema. How I forgot this word. If I know what about this book, I watch or read first this заголовок, тема, title, yeah?
So the title, yes, of course.
Yeah, I read the title and I can flip off page and I can see and what happened in the end, and I can read.
I see. So you look at the title and you look at the, not the summary, but how's it called? I would say, let's say summary, right?
Yeah.
A short summary. Yes, criteria, the title and the summary.
We can say in Russian annotation, annotatia.
Yes, annotation, of course.
Annotation, yeah. There we can know what about this book, and it's help also annotation.
I see. Okay. Title and annotation. Okay. These are your criteria. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Anybody else?
Can I?
Yes, of course.
I choose books what I need. Or, for example, if I need to improve my English, like if I need to improve my languages, like if I choose English books like literature. But many times I choose like scientific books.
Science fiction books, right?
Yeah, because I can get a lot of information.
I see. Oh, once again, did you say science fiction or just science?
Scientific.
Science fiction or sci-fi, right? Sci-fi stands for
sci-fi.
Science fiction. Science fiction деген бұл қандай десем, қандай түсінсек болады? Қандай? Қайталап қойсыз ба?
Илимий китептер.
Кичине жаңылып атат окшойсуз. Мисалы үчүн эки бөлөт. Мисалы үчүн жөнөкөй science booktар бар. Science book деген бул илимий, мисалы үчүн адабият, илимий китептер. А science fiction болсо, бул деген илимий фантастика деп койсок болот. Илимий фантастика. Мисалы үчүн кандай десем, кандайдыр бир учуп келген бир келген инопланетяндар жөнүндө болсо, же болбосо бир кандай десем, time machine, about the time machine, about aliens, about space, right? It is similar to science, but it's actually fiction. For example, the World War or some kind of that kind of books. We have science fiction, which is fantasy about science, and we have just scientific books, which are, I mean, the general ilmi китептер. Эки бөлүшүбүз керек. Бул экөө бири-бирине такыр тиешеси жок жанрлар. Bunu biz ayırmasını bilişimiz gerek. Okay, good.
Okay.
Got it. So you decide based on what you need right now, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
I see. For example, if you need a scientific book, so let's talk about not scientific, because scientific is solely connected to your needs, right? Let's talk about novels and fiction in general. For example, yeah, you have fiction. And how do you choose fictional books?
I don't really like to read, and I don't often read books. When I am reading novels, like, for me, it's simply like seems like I am spending time.
I see, wasting time, right?
Wasting time, yeah. That's why I read what
can actually help you in your life.
Get out of yes.
I see. So it's a whole nother story, because you read books only those books which can actually help you in your life. So that means scientific books, or I mean psychological books and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't read books just like,
I see. You don't read just for fun, right? For example, novels, drama stories. Got it. Okay. I know people like that. I mean, I have few friends who actually treats books like that. Okay, good. I understand your position. Thank you. So, anybody else?
Usually, I read books in Kyrgyz. If I decide to read a book, at first I read the title of book, and I want to read close knowledge book. After reading this book, I get a motivation.
I see. Okay. And how exactly do you choose one?
Так, элдин балдары, билим бакыт канаты. These books are very interesting for me.
I see. I got it. I mean, again, it's about the title, right? Okay, got it. Thank you. So, anybody else?
This issue is easy for me. The selection, because I am student at PhD degree. Because of it, I have to read some articles, books related my academic review topics. Also, I like literal books, novel. For instance, today I have finished a book, literal novel in English, The Hobbit, written by Tolkien. It is a fantastic book, but I liked it. Usually, I read literal novels, not only academic books.
I see. Okay. And one thing to point, actually, бұл жерден кичине сизди оңдоп кетейин, Бұл жерден literal эмес, literary деп кошуңуз, анткени literal менен liter деген сөздөрдүн арасында айырма бар, Шуну түшүнүүбүз керек. Мисал үчүн биз literal десек, Бул деген түзмө-түз маанидеги дегенди билдирет да. Literal. Түзмө-түз маанидеги. Literary болсо бул деген ушундай novelдер же болбосо кандай десем ушундай чыгармалар. Мисалы үчүн Чыгыз Айтматов жазган чыгармалар. Аны кандай дейбиз? Кыргызчасы кандай? Сөзүн унутуп атам.
Түшүнүктүү.
Бул деген артистик. Адаби, туптура. Адаби китептерди биз literary дейбиз. Literal болсо бул түздөн-түз маанидеги деп түшүнөбүз. Бул деген эки сөз эки башка. Дагы бир сөздү оңдоп кетейин бул жерден. Fantastic деген бул деген аябай жакшы дегенди билдирет. Эң сонун деген бул fantastic. Бул сөздүн кичине айырмасы башкачараак. Мисалы үчүн биз Хоббит сыяктуу китептер жөнүндө сөз кылып жатсак, биз деген fantasy деп айтабыз. Fantasy books.
Макул.
Жакшы, демек сиз деген Хоббитти окудуңуз, So you read The Hobbit. Is it the first one, the first book about Hobbit, right? Or is there only one? I don't know.
Yes, it is the first book of serial.
I see. The first book, the first one of the series, right?
Yes. After that, Lord of Things.
The Lord of the Rings. Got it. Of course, I love those stories. Actually, I have watched all the movies, but I don't know. I couldn't force myself to read the books because it seems like, it seems really long. Yeah. So I don't read the books actually. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Okay, got it. So it's about so Selim, is it about the popularity for you? Why did you decide to read The Hobbit?
Because firstly, I wanted to improve my English by reading English books written by English author.
I see. Okay. Okay. That's a good approach.
I watched the movies and I liked it. Because of it, I wanted to read this book.
I see. You decided to read the book because of the movies, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Okay. It clarifies everything. Okay, good. So thank you very much. Okay. It's a good answer. And I really like your approach that you decided to read the book in original, right? Because if you for example, you didn't decide to read a Turkish book written in English or a Kyrgyz book written in English, but you decided to read an English book which was written in English originally. Okay. Yes, that's yes. A good point. So great. Thank you. So anybody else? Let's get it next. I guess that's it. So let's move to another slide. So have you ever read a book that, in your opinion, was overrated? Overrated деген эмнекени билебиз, Overrated. Overrated деп биз деген өтө мындай популярдуу, өтө адамдарга жаккан бир нерсе жөнүндө айтабыз, бирок чынында ал анчалык деле жакшы эмес. Чынында анчалык деле жакшы эмес, бирок бардыгы аны жакшы көрө берет. Бүт бара ошол жөнүндө сөз кылышат. Аябай популярдуу нерсе, бирок чынында жакшы, анчалык деле жакшы эмес. So about the book, have you ever read an overrated book? Which was very popular, but you didn't like it?
Maybe William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet.
William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. So it's a hot take. It's a very hot take. So can you explain that? Can you explain why didn't you like it?
I don't like this так чыгарма.
This work.
Poem,
This
work. Because at the end they both died, and maybe our teenagers can take not good жакшы эмес эмелерди алып калышы мүмкүн да. Teenagers can think that they can die for love, but it's not true, and it's так биздин религия ислам динине туура келбей калат да. It's not
doesn't fit, right? It doesn't
fit Islamic religion.
Right. Right. Okay, so what you're saying is that some immature minds can come to wrong conclusions, right?
Yeah, wrong
conclusion. Conclusion деген бул жыйынтык,
аягы жыйынтык.
Бул деген жыйынтыктоочу ой деп койсок болот да. Туура эмес ойлорго келиши мүмкүн, Мисалы үчүн даяр эмес, жашыраак же болбосо кандай десем, биздин өспүрүмдөр, балдар туура эмес ойлорго келиши мүмкүн. Түшүнүктүү. Okay. Thank you very much. So for you it's Romeo and Juliet. Got it. Okay. Anybody else? Who's gonna be next? So guys, have you ever read an overrated book?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Yes, go on.
Please, first you.
Okay. Yes, who's gonna be next? Okay, Selim, go on. Please go on. Yes.
Someone talked.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, that's okay. It happens sometimes, but not a big
yes,
deal.
Yes, I have. In Turkish books, literary books, popular. A lot of people recommend some books. I have read some books popular, but I didn't like. I didn't like these books. I think they are popular because of their author.
I see.
Author is popular. People think. People think the authors all books are good, but I don't think so. Especially in literary books, there are more overrated books.
I see. I got it. So what book was it for you? Can you name it?
One of them is a Turkish book, Kürk Mantolu Madonna, written by Sabahattin Ali. It is very, very popular. and it is published very much, very low, many. I have read it, but I didn't like it.
I see. I see. So why didn't you like it?
Again, please, I couldn't hear.
What didn't you like about the book? So it was, so you said that it was very popular. It was very popular among Turkish people. Everybody actually have read it, and it was very popular in general, right? But what didn't you like about the book?
It is not so bad, but it is. I think it is not very good. Like some people say, because it is psychological. There are psychological inner issues about one man. I have read more fantastic books in that area, in that place, or field, or in that field. I have seen more fantastic books in that field. I think it is not bad, but not very good, not very well. But some people say that it is most excellent book. I don't think so. I don't think so, because I have seen more excellent ones.
I see. Now I get the situation. Now I get it. Okay. It's a very complicated situation, right? It's not about the book being bad. It's about the people who decided that it was the best book of all time, right? It was about the people. I see. Now I get the issue, because you read it, you actually liked it. It was not bad, but there are many books that are much better than this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Let's get him next. Yes, guys, do you have any ideas?
Me?
Sure.
In my personal opinion, I decided this book, Чыңгыз Айтматов's last book, каалаганда. I heard about it and I wanted to read, but I said previous answer. At first I flip off pages. I see summary annotation, and it was not interesting for me. And I even though didn't start this book. But I like Чыңгыз Айтматов's all books, but it was for difficult or maybe psychological book. I don't know, but I couldn't understand it, and I didn't read it. For my opinion, it's last Чыңгыз Айтматов's book, каалаганда.
I see. I got it. Was it called that way? Толук каалаганда беле? Таштар каалаганда беле? Taller kulağında.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I got your idea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Who's gonna be next? Так, кемшилет, кимдин ойлору бар дагы? Okay, then I guess that's it. So let's move to another one. To the next slide. Do you usually finish books you don't like at first? Siz жактырбаган китептерди, мисалы үчүн китепти баштап алсаңыз, окуп баштадыңыз, анан ал сизге жакпай калды. Аны сиз окуп бүтүрөсүзбү же таштап коесузбу ошол жерден эле? So, what do you say? Do you usually finish books you don't like? So, who's going to be speaking?
No, I don't never finish books that I don't like.
I see. You don't finish. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, understandable. Understandable. Okay. Is there anybody else?
If I don't like book, of course, I don't read book. I don't finish.
I see. You don't finish. Okay. Is there anybody who finishes the book even though they don't like it?
Yes.
You do, right?
Yes, I do. I give a chance for that book. For instance, I have read Çıngiz Aytmatov's book. Gün olur asla bedel in Turkish. Kırgızçası kılım karıtar bir gün bolsa gerek. At first, when I was reading it, at first I didn't like. I was bored, but I continued to read. Later, the middle of the book, I liked very much. So I think it is excellent book. But at first I didn't like. If I didn't continue, I would have thought it is bad book or not good book, but I think it is good.
I see. So you do finish your books because you like to give them a second chance, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay, that's a good point actually, because I don't usually finish the books I don't like, and yeah, it's another reason to actually finish the book, because sometimes book can get better, right, in the process of reading. Okay, got it.
Yes.
So I guess that's it for today. Yeah, the presentation is over. So thank you very much all for coming. Thank you for being active. So guys, do you have any questions regarding the presentation or regarding the our
Yeah.
Sure.
I have not question about topic. It's very interesting topic, and as usual, it was useful for us. Thank you very much. And I have about application. I have just finished my beginner level in application, and I couldn't find next level.
So beginner. So we have the preparatory level. I guess you skipped it, and we have a beginner level. So we don't have any other levels at this point. So the next level will be ready in some time actually. So yeah, it's gonna be out soon.
We have only beginner level in this application, yeah?
That's right. Yes, we have the preparatory level and the beginner level. So I guess you skipped the preparatory, the preparation level, and yeah, started doing the beginner level right from the beginning. So, yeah. Right now we don't have the next one, but it's going to be out soon. So just wait for it.
Okay. Thank you.
So any other questions? So no questions. So again, thank you very much for coming. So have a good night and see you on Friday. Goodbye.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye. See you.
Рахмат, көрүшкөнчө.
Sizге рахмат.